Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Gospel is said to have broken down. She wept so much as, upon hearing the drama that transpired in the palace of the Ooni of Ife and the royal mansion, a drama that has to do with the way Gospel had behaved. Gospel was visibly absent when others were celebrating Ebony's child, and then all of a sudden, night 10 p.m., Gospel appeared at the royal mansion telling stories to Olori Naomi about her miscarriages, her prophecies, and all of that. Like she has been in different churches where they have told her to go and beg Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi for being part of some of the things that happened to Olori Naomi. Now, if this information is true, I wonder why people will not get used to the fact that Naomi is a child of God. I am not saying that others are not children of God, but the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Naomi has been done a lot of harm, and in fact, Naomi has been done too many harm, and I feel like these people should know that should you continue in this trajectory, you will be, shooting yourself in the leg, because, you cannot continue like this and not get a reward. Nature, life plays no favorite. Whatever you sow in this world gets to be the what you reap. Now, if this information is true, I will always be honest because of the respect I have for you guys, my Daylight, letting you know that these are all alleged, rumored, speculated, unverified information making the rounds on social media. You may not take it as fact until you verify it, okay? So now, if this information is true, they said Gospel cried so much as Iyaagba, the old woman. You know that there is an old woman in the palace of the Ooni of Ife who is so well loved by everybody in that palace. And this woman loved Queen Naomi more than anything. This woman is a woman that, has been struggling so much to see Queen Naomi come back to the palace. But right now, it is looking at like everything is finding its natural equilibrium. But the one thing again that, we need to look at is the fact that Naomi may not go to the palace anytime soon, but Naomi is going to stay with her husband. So they said Iyaagba, upon hearing what had happened, how Gospel went to the royal mansion at 10 p.m. at night. They said Iyaagba said to Gospel that Gospel will struggle until she, do restitution for leaving that child so young. Now, what does that mean? I don't know them. People who know them and people who think that they know the story. They said that Gospel had actually left a child that was barely a year old to come for this marriage. And that child has been very sickly, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And she could care less. The good thing is that's why we say, may God bless our mothers, that if her own mother had not been alive, nobody knows what would have happened to that child. But they said Iyaagba told Gospel that she has not seen anything. You never chichomchin. When you think that you have the audacity to do things and do not worry about them, you say God is going to show you that he is indeed God. Now, what is Iyaagba trying to say? Iyaagba said that Gospel had the audacity to leave that kind of little baby and left, and she is in peace where she is, and now she wants babies, and she thinks that God is just going to close his eye and do. Whether the baby is for Kabiyesi or the baby is for another man, babies are babies and they should be treated with love, care, and respect. This is what we are hearing. Do not forget, these are all unverified information or less speculated, making the rounds on social media. So, right now, as we are hearing, they say she cried when Iyaagba told her that for what she did, she's going to suffer and she's going to continue to cry and she's going to continue to struggle. And Iyaagba said that she should go and say the reason why she was at the royal mansion, because it is not because of what she told Olori Naomi she was there. She was there that late because she had another intention. She thought that by any means they were going to let her sleep inside the royal mansion, and that was why she did what she did. Now, Iyaagba was saying to people who were blaming Kabiyesi for letting her, asking Naomi and others to throw her out at that time of the night, that they should not blame Kabiyesi, that wisdom is profitable to direct. Kabiyesi traded on wisdom, and it was wisdom that led Kabiyesi into doing what Kabiyesi did. That Kabiyesi could never have just gotten up to say, go. That Kabiyesi did what he had to do at the time that he needed to do it by sending that woman out. Where was she coming from in the first place? Now, according to her, she said she was in church. She lives in Lagos. Like before Kabiyesi married her, she was working as a PA to a governor. She has lived in Lagos. Lagos is her place and all of that. So if Lagos is your place, you know Lagos very well. How come you did not come earlier than when you came to meet with Naomi? You just came at that time because you deliberately wanted them to make you sleep in the royal mansion. What was your intention? And they said this is what Iyaagba was asking gospel. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, speculated information making the rounds on social media.